operation in northern Iraq, Ra'nan. Are you saying the man is lying?
Yeah, look, the man has known to be tampering with the truth in the past 30 years. This is not the only case. I'm just saying, look, I'm not denying.
He's a leading American reporter, and for years and years he captivated the world with his reports.
No, okay, listen, let's put things in the proper perspective. Israel, like any other country in the world, is engaged in gaining intelligence information, particularly in areas that are critical to its security and survival and to the survival of the rest of the Middle East. So I don't know about specific operation that we conduct, but I can assure you, we don't conduct any subversive activities. We don't support terrorist activity like the Iranians do.
Gissin, I am surprised you would say that.
We don't have a common border with Iraq.
Ra'nan Gissin, Israel will go to the end of the world to do anything. Let me remind you of the Lavon affair. You know what Lavon affair. Hold on just a second. Israel conducted operation in Iraq and also in Egypt in the 50s to the extent Israeli Mossad bombed synagogues in Iraq that ended in killing Iraqi Jews. You cannot deny that Israel will go to the end of the world in order to achieve its goals.
Israel will go to the end of the world in order to ensure its survival. That's the only thing that we will do. We're not involved today in these kind of activities that I don't know what you keep denying the involvement of Iran and Syria. What are you afraid of? If you're like an ostrich, put your head into the sand, and you don't look straight in the eye and see the threat that is facing all of us, at the end, it will be too late. Now, we are not involved in Iraq in any way that Iran is involved, that Syria is involved. We do respect and support the integrity of Iraq, and we do respect the aspiration of the Kurds.
America occupied Iraq, not Iran, not Syria.
We think that
America is the one that's occupying Iraq.
Gentlemen, hold it. We'll take a short break now. We'll continue our discussion after. We'll just stay with us.
Israeli intelligence and the military operatives are now quietly at work in Kurdistan providing training for Kurdish commando units. Seymour Hersh, journalist, The New Yorker.
These are not new allegations to us. In the 60s and 70s, we were called the Second Israel and were supposed to be eliminated by Islamist nationalists. Khalid Saleh, spokesman, Kurdistan Regional Government.
Welcome back to Inside Iraq. We are discussing with three experts what lies behind the evidence and increased reports that the Mossad is back again in northern Iraq. Faraydun Hilmi, why the Kurds, why the KRG, why Masoud al-Barazani is allowing and cooperating with the Mossad? What lies behind it? Do they need the Mossad in order to achieve their larger goal?
Well, the Kurdish leadership, I'm afraid, have always depended on their enemies to pass their policies in Kurdistan. They are not independent thinkers, and they do not think about the Kurdish people. They simply think about their own interests. In the 60s and 70s, they faced great difficulties, and the Israelis at that time opened up their arms to them, gave them some support, some arms, and so they feel that they've made up some links with the Israelis, and today, of course, Israel and America call the shots in Iraq, and so therefore they ally themselves with these two aggressive nations to get something out of it. But they will not, because I think that they will face a worse disaster than they did at the hands of Saddam.
What will happen?
Well, I think that they will be set upon by the neighbors, by all the powerful neighbors that the Kurds have. They will make enemies out of the whole of the Muslim world and the Arab world, which is a very bad thing to do. It is in the interest of Israel, but it certainly is not in the interest of the Kurds.
A wonderful achievement for you, Ra'nan Gissin, and for Israel. A byproduct is the disintegration and perhaps the rivalry in the region.
No, you know, I'm so tired of hearing all the time the propaganda that comes out of incitement and hatred. Israel is not the problem of the Middle East. Israel offers several practical, real solutions to the real problems we face there, of global warming, of economic and agricultural development, and we are helping other countries even without publishing it. I don't know why you're not doing a program on how we help Egyptian economy and agriculture, and other countries as well.
Israel is the whipping boy. Everybody who has a gripe about anything, anybody who is incapable of achieving the scientific goals set by Israel, all they have to do is just blame Israel. Is that what you are doing in Turkey? Is this what Faraydun Hilmi is doing in Iraq?
Actually, we have some fears about Iraq because we know that the main aim of the Kurdish leadership in northern Iraq is gaining independence from Iraq. So they need some help, foreign help for this. And this is the United States.
Ra'nan Ghassin, prior to the BBC Newsnight report where we saw Israeli Mossad agents and former military personnel training Peshmerga and Kurdish guards for the security of Erbil airport, Israel and the KRG denied that. But when that became evidence, it was on the air, they said, well, it's just a small contract. What makes you think, again, I'm asking you, that perhaps there is a larger, deeper cooperation and penetration that neither you or I are aware of?
Well, first of all, you know, it's a complex world today. It's not a world governed by nation state. There are also NGOs, non-government organizations, and companies who do business all over the world. And I can't deny that Israeli governments also are involved in this new globalization, trying to make money and trying to make profit and to establish contacts with countries around the world. You constantly focus on the Israeli atrocities, on what Israel can do bad for the Middle East. You don't look at what Israel can do for the betterment of the Middle East. And at the same time, you are ignoring deliberately, and your guest, I'm sorry, your distinguished guest, is ignoring the problem of Iran. It's the Iranians, stupid. It's the Iranians around us, not just against us, but against the Sunni world, against the effort of the Middle East to become democratized, against the effort of the Middle East to have some hope.
This is so laughable. It's unbelievable that, I mean, if you read Mr. Ghassin's own writings, he is trying to cover up the atrocities they committed in Lebanon by blaming Iran and Syria. And everybody in the Arab world who have had a little bit of help from the Israelis is playing this tune. They are saying the same thing, Syria and Iran, all the time. You were saying in your own speeches that you want to destroy Hezbollah. Destroy means killing. Destroy Iran, destroy Syria. There are people who are actually advocating the elimination of Syria and Iran, and they are
now,
supposed
this is
to be
sheer
friends of
nonsense.
Israel.
This is really sheer nonsense. You're talking out of propaganda that comes from Iran. This is sheer nonsense.
Read your own writings.
No, there is only one country in the world. There is one country in the world, and its supporters and proxies that engages in genocide, and that is Iran. Iran preaches genocide against one part of the human race, okay?
Let me finish. Let me finish. It's none of your business to interfere. Iran is a Muslim country. It's our neighbor. It's nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Iraq is nothing to do with you. The Kurds have nothing to do with you.
Good luck.
Try to survive on your own if you can.
I hope they have some mercy on your souls in the future.
Ra'nan, are you saying that Israel does not desire, Israel is not applauding, Israel is not spurring the United States to attack Iran? That's what I just heard you said.
Israel doesn't want to attack Iran. Israel doesn't want to attack any Arab country, any Muslim country. Israel wants to live at peace in the Middle East.
But if you keep ignoring the realities, you want the US to attack Iran.
We didn't say that we want to attack Iran. We didn't say that we have to attack Iran. Israel will know how to defend itself if Iran materializes its threat to destroy Israel and engage in genocide against one part of the human race. Iran wants to erase the map of the Middle East and restructure it. That's what it wants, including Iraq, including Turkey.
What would be the consequences of the creation of an independent Kurdish state?
If any country's border in the region will change, then the result is the new chaos. That's why Turkey will be affected so much, and Turkey will react
These
so
would
harshly.
be diabolical consequences, Ra'nan Ghassin, and that is to fragment the entire Middle East.
Now, why do we, I mean, this is nonsense. Ask the Turkish government, okay? Invite their leaders and their delegation to your program and ask them, why do they continue to sign contracts with Israeli companies? Now, I'm not talking defense contract. Why? It's an Islamic government. Why do they sign these contracts with Israel? And then when you come with an answer, invite me to the program.
Did you
and
ever
I will
think
explain to you
perhaps
how
because
Israel
they thought
is the solution, not the problem of the Middle East.
Did you ever think perhaps Turkey looks at Israel as an ally, and now Israel is stabbing Turkey in the back? Ra'nan Gissin?
Israel is not stabbing anyone in the back.